You gotta meet me after your ego dies. I won't make sense before that. Larissa London again called out Davido for not listening to her after series of messages she dropped on a verified Instagram page calling out Davido, the father of her son S0n. Hey guys, welcome back to my space. Thank you so much for always tuning in, my people. While I refuse to finish, Larissa London said she will never rest until Davido respond to her. So guys, this is the write-up Larissa London dropped on a verified Instagram page 7 hours ago. Like what she said now, she said, Davido got to meet her after his ego died. Because now he said Davido is still very proud having ego because he believes he's having a son with Choma. But Larissa is making Davido understand that even if he's having a son with Choma, her own son, S0n, is the first son of Davido. Choma's son cannot be Davido's first son. So it's like having a son for a man now, it can't be like saying, I'm waiting they tell they proud, and it's giving them the yardstick to drag the man because you're having a son and your son happened to be the first son of the man. You know, Larissa's son wasn't Davido's first son. It was Ifeanyi, although Ifeanyi passed. We all know that. But ever since Ifeanyi passed, it's just like the royalty don't dey Larissa hand. And when you look at Davido not send. He not send. But I don't really know why Larissa believe because he's not having a son, Davido must always come and be bowing down for her. I don't see Davido like a traditionalist, like all those traditional men, all those men that will say, may I be traditional man. So I follow, I do things according to my tradition. Though we Africans, you know, especially the African men, they value male children, but I don't think it's all of them because civilization is now all over the place. You know, some men, when they are married and their wife keep having female children, you see the man, he will be so worried. He will just want the wife to give him male children because they believe when they now have these male children, it's the male children that will take their surname forward. Because they believe when they keep having female children, when these female children go get married, they will drop the surname, the family surname, and pick the husband's family surname. So that's why most of these African men, you see them, when their wife keep having female children, they will always not be comfortable. They always want their wife to give them male children. So for their their surname to keep going forward, for their surname not to go on extinction. Let me just say that. So I believe that's what Larissa London is just capitalizing on. And in most cases, men always will their properties. That is, when they're about to go, they commit most of their property in the hands of their first male child. So I don't know if that's what Larissa just believe on and start capitalizing on all this stuff. But when you look at Davido was raised in America. I don't know if he was born there, but he grew up in America. And I don't really know if the Americans believe on this stuff. My male child, my first male child is going to succeed me. I don't know. Because the way this Larissa is doing, a man never cares about you and your son. Why are you buying yourself? Even to the extent, this is what she just dropped on her verified Instagram page. You know, my previous video, I talk about what Larissa, some kind of quote she was dropping on her verified Instagram page. To the extent, she even made us understand, even reminded Davido, not making us understand. She reminded Davido that, remember, the stone the builder rejected later become chief cornerstone. Meaning, as Davido is rejecting her son, Davido should remember that in future, her son will become the chief cornerstone of Davido's empire. So, this is what she dropped. And 7 hours ago, when I threw past her Instagram story, I saw that she dropped another write-up. Let me just, Larissa she will not stop to amaze us. This was what she dropped on her verified Instagram. She said, you got to meet me after your ego dies. I won't make sense before that. He said Davido will look for her and meet her after his ego dies. Because Davido now, you see, he doesn't really care about the son. I don't really know what happened because recently, I think some few months ago, Davido was really visiting them. We saw video where Davido took the child to church, Pastor Toby's church, and we still saw picture where Davido embraced the boy, was kissing him passionately. That is, I don't know. Then, and where Davido was watching, I think they were just watching some, I don't know if it's animation, some cartoon in the son's phone. He's trying to be the best father to that boy, but I don't really know what Larissa did again that made Davido distance himself from the boy. But Larissa, on her part, she's just on her Instagram dropping different quotes, reminding Davido that you are having a first son, and that Choma's son you believe is that you are having a son. Choma's son is not your first son. That is S0n that's your first son. Now she said, you got to meet me after your ego dies. He said when Davido eye don't clear, when not they proud again, when he don't come back to his senses, he said then Davido will look for her. He said before then, Davido will not look for her. That's later she and her son will matter to Davido. Say, but now being that he's still having ego, he's just neglecting them. He don't want to see reason with them. So this girl just keep calling on Davido. Then she now still dropped it. She said, go where your energy is reciprocated, celebrated, and appreciated. So he said, go where your energy is reciprocated, celebrated, and appreciated. I don't know who she's referring to in this place. But all I know is Larissa London should just take a chill pill. For her to be dropping this kind of quote here and there, making Davido understand that he's having a first son somewhere and doesn't care about the first son, he should remember that Stone the builder rejected later become a chief cornerstone. All these are big words. And she now talk about ego. Say when Davido ego buy, Davido go find a sea. So Larissa, you are trying to make us understand that because you're having a male child, you now have a upper hand. Chill. Don't you see how do they call this one? Amanda, the Ellie's mom. You see how she's humble. Because you know that if you misbehave with Davido, he go put you for one corner. He will no longer care about you. Davido is just living his yahoo life. Even they are dragging him, calling on him, telling him that he and Choma marriage will soon crash here and there, which we pray that it will never happen. But I know a lot of people, especially those people, I said it on my last video, they never wish them well. They just pray that the marriage just crash, so Davido will just will just return back to all these Isachawo lives, all these Olosho lives, sleeping with different babes. So I believe it's what they are waiting for. And this Larissa is just there waiting patiently on the day Davido will just call his son, and hand over his empire to his son, because Larissa believes his son is the heir. You understand? But I don't know if Davido is seeing it the way Larissa is seeing it. So when I drop my previous video, some of these she videos, I believe all those ones that are just dropping this comment, I believe they are one of the she videos. This one say, Madam, child born outside wedlock can never become first son. Madam, rest, or is it you that want to give him? He says, son born outside wedlock can never be first son. I don't know who they tell this kind of story. Although the chief videos, they are good in writing anything to console themselves. But when Shoma's son, late Ifeanyi, when he was born, Davido then wasn't married to Choma, but everybody are calling Ifeanyi first son. So why is it that you are now telling me now that son born outside wedlock wasn't first son? But why were they calling Ifeanyi first son then? Because Davido wasn't married to Choma then. Choma just had the Ifeanyi outside wedlock without, like these other baby mamas you guys are criticizing. So that's your own. Then this next one say, he can never be a first son. His mom is not a legal wife. What's your tradition? I don't know where these people are coming from. I don't know where they are going to. He said, S0n can never be Davido's first son. Davido granted an interview. It made us understand that he's having his son. He said his name is S0n. He said he's his first son after Ifeanyi passed. Even the owner of the son said S0n is his first son. But most of these are Nigerian men. Let me just say African men. No, let me not just exaggerate. Let me just say Nigerian men. Not all of them, but most of them. Hence, they are having misunderstanding with the child's mom. They will just transfer the aggression to the children. They will no longer care for the mom, and they will no longer care for the child. They are good in doing that. I believe that's what Davido is doing. Because if Davido is having misunderstanding with Larissa, I see no reason why Davido will stop visiting his son or caring for his son. Because before you see Larissa writing and writing and writing, you know that Davido turned his back against that boy. So I believe that's the reason Larissa was just writing. Because I remember when they celebrated the Father's Day, I think that was last year or 2 years ago. Last year. Larissa London wishes Davido happy Father's Day with this very particular picture of Davido and their son S0n. So, and she was not really dropping all these quotes. So before you see this girl dropping these quotes every blessed day, calling out Davido, you will know that Davido turned his back against them. In short, guys, I wish her luck, and I pray that whatever differences they are having, I pray they resolve it so that Davido will care for that boy like he's caring for other of his kids. So, guys, drop your comment. Let's know what you think about this video. Right? Thanks for watching. I'll see you on my next one.